Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia Darleen. For those of you that are new to my channel, for those of you that have been following me, I want to say welcome back. You guys know I have been doing videos every single week about my whole entire pregnancy journey from week 6 all the way to 38 is what I'm at now until I give birth. Hopefully it's soon. This video in particular, I'm going to be talking about signs of labor. So like I said, if you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe so I can keep making videos for you guys. You can also turn on that notification bell and get notified every single time I come out with a new video. So I'm going to be talking about the top 9 signs that labor is coming soon. So for me, at week 38 and 5 days, so almost week 39, you can probably bet I have been researching non-stop. What are the signs of labor? Am I almost there? So for those of you that have been following my channel know that this is my second baby. I have a toddler, and with her I had a little bit different birth experience than what I thought. I had a C-section with her because she was breech. She never turned, you know, head down. She was always head up, and that pretty much just equals to a C-section. Also, my fluids were low, so pretty much my birth plan like went out the window. I didn't have to worry about contractions and, you know, going close to your due date because we had a C-section at week 37. Unexpected at 37, but anyway, she's a healthy baby girl, so that's all that really mattered. But this time around, I am already further than what I was when I had her. So at this time, you know, I had her right when she turned 37 weeks. So like I said, I'm almost 39. So I would have already had my baby girl for like 2 weeks in my arms. So I'm definitely feeling it. I'm just looking at all the signs. I'm like, hopefully this baby, it's a baby boy this time, hopefully that he comes soon. I want to know the signs of it. Just give it all to me. I want to know how close I am to labor. So I'm gonna get into that now. So these are gonna be the top 9 signs that labor is starting soon. Okay, so the number 1 is your baby drops, or it's also called your baby lightening. So this is pretty much when your stomach goes from being way up here, you can't really breathe, you're super uncomfortable, to now it's a little bit lower and you do feel like you can breathe a little bit easier. You can eat a little bit more food than just like, because your stomach was cramped when your baby was way up here. Now that the baby has kind of dropped lower into the pelvis, you can, like I said, eat a little bit better and breathe a little bit better. So this can happen right before labor starts or 2 to 4 weeks before you actually go into labor. I know it's like a huge range of, it could be right now or in a couple weeks. So just keep going. I know that you will increase your pelvic pressure if your baby does drop, which I've definitely noticed that for me personally. For me, baby didn't just have like this huge dramatic drop where I woke up in the morning like, oh my gosh, my baby dropped, I can totally see it. It wasn't really like that. It was kind of, he was just dropping kind of gradually. So over a couple of days, I was like, I think he is a little bit lower. Like, I'm not completely sure, but I think he is. You know, it's kind of hard to say when you see yourself every day and your spouse sees you every day. You're like, yeah, I think so. But when we went to church, you know, one of my friends saw me and she was like, oh my gosh, you dropped, your baby's lower. I can already see it. That's like the first thing that came out of her mouth. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, he did. I guess he did. But it was just, for me, it was just more of like a gradual drop than like a big one dramatic drop. But yeah, that increase in pelvic pressure will definitely happen as well. Okay, so number 2 is your cervix has dilated. So that is a really, really good sign that baby is coming pretty soon. This is something that your doctor will most likely check during your appointments around these couple of weeks, week 37, 8, 9, just to see if your cervix has softened and to see if your cervix has dilated. So if it's dilated, you know that it's already soft and it's already starting to open on its own. So that is a really good sign that baby is coming soon. Again, just my personal experience, I went to my doctor's appointment on a Monday. They said I was 2 centimeters dilated. So that pretty much just made me super happy because I know that baby is coming. I know that my cervix isn't rock hard because they were starting to talk to me about, you know, all the other stuff that they want to do if my cervix doesn't like soften or dilate. So it did, and I was super happy. But that's just number 2, that your cervix has dilated. Okay, so number 3 is increased cramps and back pain. So if you are getting those more and more menstrual cramp sensations, like contractions is what they pretty much are, that just means that baby is coming soon as well. If you're starting to get like the low back pain, even more so, I'm pretty much getting those like at night, just more of the contractions during the day. It sucks during them, but you know your body is just getting ready for that big push, the big day. So that's number 3. Okay, so number 4 is gonna be diarrhea. So I know it sounds gross, but it's a good sign that labor is coming soon. It's just a way that your body is kind of flushing everything out. It's getting rid of everything and pushing everything out that doesn't need to be there, because it's going to be getting ready for just for baby. So if you are experiencing diarrhea or loose stools, it's a good sign that baby is coming soon. Just be sure to hydrate. If you are experiencing loose stools and diarrhea, you definitely don't want to go into labor being dehydrated. So you just want to make sure that you are on top of drinking some water and refilling those electrolytes. I like to drink coconut water also, so if you're definitely dealing with diarrhea, know that it's a good sign, but just to make sure that you're on top of your fluids. Okay, so number 5 is you're stopping the weight gain. So at your appointments, you haven't really seen the scale move from week to week. That's a good sign. Just weight stabilization is a good sign that labor is coming. Like for me, I haven't really noticed this, so I'm like, darn, I haven't really noticed number 5 for me, but just that's something to look out for, is you're not gaining any more weight. Okay, so number 6 is increased tiredness and fatigue. For me, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I have this huge list of things I want to do. I want to do laundry, then I want to go do this, and I want to do the garden, and I have like all this planned. By the time I get ready, make breakfast, eat breakfast, I'm like, okay, never mind, I don't want to do anything anymore. Like that's pretty much just kind of been increasing the past couple of days. So that's another sign that your baby's coming soon, is you're increasing your fatigue and tiredness. Okay, so number 7 is you lose your mucus plug, or you see changes in your vaginal discharge. So mucus plug is pretty much when you go to the bathroom, you wipe and you see a big glob of mucus. If you haven't really been seeing anything like that before, then it's probably your mucus plug. As long as it's like a lot, like a big clump. It could happen all at once, like I said, in a big clump, or it could happen gradually. So you see mucus, you get even more, maybe a big glob, then you get a little bit more. So it can happen kind of like gradually, and it can also happen all at once. But losing your mucus plug or a change in your vaginal discharge could mean that baby's coming soon. Of course, number 8 is gonna be stronger and more frequent contractions. So you probably have gotten some Braxton Hicks contractions, you know, just like those practice contractions. Of course, they say they're painless. I mean, they're not super comfortable, I would say. They're not maybe painful, but they're not fun. Just know that your body is, like I said, just getting ready for the big day. So if you're getting those stronger, more frequent contractions, that's a good sign. Okay, and number 9 is going to be your water breaking. Of course, we all know that that's a huge sign that you're probably gonna have that baby pretty soon. If your water does break, it doesn't have to be a big waterfall or gush or stuff that we see, you know, on the movies or whatever. It could just be a little bit of a trickle or a little gush that you feel. If anything like that happens, it's super important just to go get checked, just to make sure that you're not leaking fluid. But if your water does break, it's probably time to head to the hospital. So hopefully your hospital bags are packed. If you haven't packed your hospital bag yet, you can check out my video on that. I just did it a couple weeks ago, just personally what I was packing in my hospital bag, and you can check that video out. So if this video was beneficial for you, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope baby comes soon for you. I hope baby comes soon for me as well. So hopefully those 9 top signs of labor coming soon help you and you know what to look for, and we'll see you guys in the next video.